Hello everyone, little informal, I feel like my couch looks really weird. Little informal video. Literally just having a tea. I was like, I want to make a video. So if you don't know who I am, I'm Somi. I'm a wedding planner, actress as well. And yeah, I'm just doing a video about, so I was having a little think today and I was talking about it with some of my brides. And just reminiscing. My anniversary's coming up. My wedding anniversary is coming up, so I was thinking, what would I have done differently, basically, now that I am a planner, now that I know a bit more about wedding planning industry. Sorry, excusez-moi. I've literally got some biscuits here, so I'm just gonna have a chit chat. Now that I know more about the obviously have to get the dunk, guys. Dunk. I've got this like cute anthropology cup as well from my mum. Anyway, we divert. I didn't think this through. Eating and talking. Now that I know more about the industry as well, make a tea. Stay focused on me. And things. So 5 things I would have done differently, basically, for my wedding. So Ryan and I got married in 2022, March 2022. So I was a 22 bride. And yeah, there was a number of things that, obviously, the wedding itself was amazing. But thinking back, there's a number of things I would have changed or done differently to either be able to enjoy the day more or, you know, have a different vibe to it. So I'm going to go through those points now. But yeah, if you haven't yet, don't forget to like and subscribe, please. I promise, I say this every time, but I'm going to keep on top of YouTube. I don't forget about it. I'm always here watching, but I forget to edit. My issue is editing, not the filming part. The first thing I would have definitely have done is checked the music that the venue has, or my venue had. I got married at Townhead Estate. Which is a lovely all-inclusive venue, not all-inclusive, exclusive use venue in the Lake District. Gorgeous. And it was like, we were one of the first people to use it when it had been redone, which was also special. But I would have checked the music levels, and that's more because for the ceremony we had a harpist, but and they played for the drinks reception as well. But for the dinner, the wedding breakfast, and the Nigerian wedding, so we had 2 weddings in one day, we had a Nigerian wedding as well, we relied on the venue's speakers. And in hindsight, I would have double checked how loud those speakers go. So for like, they didn't have a sound limiter or anything like that, but I would have checked like the highest volume, essentially, especially for the dinner and for the Nigerian music, because we need to be like and we still brought the vibes, but the music was quite quiet, especially because everyone's cheering. In the dinner everyone's talking, so yeah, the music was really quiet. So yeah, that's definitely something that I would have double checked. And, you know, would have just brought more vibes, more ambience, because we didn't have a DJ until the evening as well. So I would have either, once I had realised that the music was quite low, I probably would have even got the DJ for earlier, or especially for the Nigerian wedding anyway. Like the dinner doesn't matter so much, like, because everyone's just chatting anyway, but you know, for the Nigerian wedding I wanted it to be a bit more ooms, ooms. It was like ooms, ooms. But yeah, we still brought the party, so it was fine. So the second thing I would have done differently is, Ryan and I were discussing it. We had a top table, but I would have either had a top table with like our friends. I loved my mum there, but who was next to me? Oh, it was my grandparents next to me. But still, I would have had my friends, or I would have just, actually we would have just had a sweetheart table, so just us 2 on the table, to be honest. which I think I would have preferred, like from seeing it in the weddings that we do now and everything. I just think like Ryan and I are massive foodies, and we could have like been like talking, like, and we were still talking, but obviously we were talking to our families as well, but it would have allowed us to have more time, I think, together, like talk about the wedding, like just looking at all our guests as well, like just taking it in more, if that makes sense. When we're talking to our family and stuff on the same table, they're still like worried about things, or, you know, still having a good time, but we would have had a moment for just us two more, I think. And oh, pardon me. And I think having a sweetheart table would have helped that. Like, we still had pockets of moments, so I scheduled pockets of moments in between the wedding and the timeline that we can go away and like chill and stuff. But I think that would have been our time to also, another time to chill, which would have been really beneficial. So third thing I would have done differently, so I created a timeline myself, because I was doing wedding planning then, but I was more assisting for other planners and stuff. So I still created a timeline myself, but I would have actually put more time in the morning for photos for like myself and my bridesmaids. Like the wedding, it started at 12:30. So we started getting ready from 7, I think, or something along those lines. I would have either had the 2 weddings separate and not had it all in one day, to then allow more time for photos, or we would have just gotten up earlier, one of the two. Oh, mine's coming up. Hello, Preston. Preston's also here. Oh, trying to eat my food. Oh, you got a ball. It would have allowed like my bridesmaids and I, and bridesman, to like, you know, vibe more in the morning, like, and we did do so much, but I would have loved like more getting ready pictures with them as well. Like, I really like the bridal party getting ready pictures. I think they're so cute, so I would have had more of that as well. You can't eat my biscuit, Preston. Move away. They're gone now anyway. Fourth thing we would have done is actually got less evening food. Oh my god, Preston, no, stop squeaking. So we would have got less evening food. So our main reason is, like, for the wedding breakfast we had family sharing, so it was essentially a buffet, but like family sharing bowls brought to the table, which was really good, because then everyone can eat as much as they want. Like, you're not restricted to the plated service that some venues give you. Ours was dry hire, so we brought in the caterers that we wanted and everything like that. So there was a lot of food for that. Then we had a cake. We had 2 cakes because of the 2 weddings. So there's a lot of cake as well. And then we had in the evening a Jamaican food van, and then a waffle van, and then we also had like Costco bits, like sandwiches, different things like that. And it was just too much, just so much left over. Like, everyone went to the vans, which is fine, but I think we shouldn't have gone to get the Costco food and provide sandwiches and different things. Like, everyone was fine with just waffles and what the Jamaican food provided. So again, we were just worried that people were going to be hungry because it's such a long day, started from 12:30. But in hindsight, people weren't hungry. We also had canapes during the drinks reception, so it was, don't get me wrong, having loads of food out of the way is great, but we could have saved money and saved waste, you know. And then going on from that, the 5th thing we would have done differently is we would have got a dummy cake. So either a dummy cake for the Nigerian cake, or, you know, a dummy, or maybe a couple dummy tiers for the main cake. And that's because we had so much leftover cake. It was unreal how much cake we had. We were eating it for days. Like, the main cake it was, I think, 4 tiers. No, it was 3 tiers. And then the Nigerian cake was 2 tiers. And you can imagine the big slabs of cake. People were taking it home the next day. Like, there was that much, and it was delicious cake. Like, I don't like icing, so she used like ganache and things. Oh, it was so good when I think about it. So yeah, so she used ganache and stuff, but there was just too much. Like, the caterers cut it up for like the in-between, the turnaround for the evening, so people had it then. as well as the evening. There was cake out like on platters for the evening, and then the next morning people were taking slabs home. My parents took slabs home, Ryan's parents took slabs home. It was insane. So with the dummy cake, we could have had all the tiers dummy and then just had a sheet, like a sheet, is that what you call it, a sheet of cake, and pre-cut slices like that. Again, and then just had the slices for the amount of people, if that makes sense. Or we could have had like a dummy cake with a wedge so that we could still cut into the cake, which is really good, and like it saves money sometimes as well, depending on the cake supplier you go with. But yeah, I think again it's the waste. It's the waste. You don't need all that cake. We weren't planning to freeze any of it for our first year anniversary and stuff, so it was just a lot. Delicious, but a lot. That's all my advice, guys. I hope those facts help. Like, I think a lot of it helps in terms of saving money as well, obviously with the food parts, and like structuring your day better in your timeline. So those are just key things to think about if those bits are priorities to you as a couple. Of course, if it's not a priority to you, any of those bits I mentioned, just forget about what you watch. But yeah, I think if I saw something like that, that might have helped me think about the day a bit more. Obviously, like Ryan and I were more worried about all the food elements and stuff. So yeah, I hope that helped you. Hope you had a little cuppa with me as well, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.